Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Thursday, October 16th, Major League Baseball. We've got two games again on Thursday. Impressive win by the Blue Jays. Wow, scoring that many runs in Seattle. Woo! Impressive. A big-time impressive win for them. Then we've also got Dodgers and Brujas going in the early game as well. So we got a lot of stuff to go through. Two big games. Game 4 in the National League in the American League Championship Series, and Game 3 in the National League Championship Series. I will say this in this Dodgers game that we're going to start off with, if they get another pitching performance like that, like those first two, wow. All right, we'll get started. 6 o'clock Eastern time frame. Dodgers, Mariners leading us off. So we've seen one game out in LA during the day where the shadows come into play, and the hitters couldn't see Squadouche. And we got another at the same time, 6 o'clock Eastern game going on. Glasnow and no starter pitch yet announced yet for the Brujas. And this series so far has been won by the pitching. Hitting really hasn't done too much. Dodgers they got some runs, and then they skimper by in game 1 as well. I mean, they've gotten great pitching performances between Snell and Yamamoto. Yamamoto gives up the opener home run, then goes complete game. Who saw that coming? Nobody. And if they claim they did, I don't buy it. There was nothing to preclude you that led you believe that was going to happen at all. But we got game 3. Glasnow was tough in the shadows the last time. I expect him to be tough early in this one. I think this game's going to be after the 5th, 6th inning. This is where this game's going to be won. I'm going to be, more than likely that's what we're going to see here. So let's give you all the bets we've got from game 1 between the Dodgers and the Brewers. Our biggest play on the board, Dodgers, Brewers under 4 the first 5 innings, under 7.5 of the game. Ohtani under half a single. Glasnow 6+ strikeouts and 7+ strikeouts. Andrew Vaughn 1+ hit. Teoscar Hernandez under a half a run. Perkins for 1+ single. Muncy 1+ hit. Freeman under a half a run. Ohtani under a half a run. Muncy 2+ hit run RBI. Freeman under 1.5 total bases. Ohtani under 1.5 total bases. Ohtani under 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. The top of that lineup for the Dodgers has not done anything so far really in this series. It has been the bottom of that lineup. It has been Muncy. It has been Kiki Hernandez. Alice Call when he's been in there. Top of that lineup not doing much. Ohtani's got like 2 hits in his last 25 at-bats. It's not great. Mookie's cooled off a little bit. Freeman really hasn't done too much. Teoscar was hot early. Early in the playoffs. He's kind of cooled off a bit. But Will Smith's getting single. They're getting hits at the bottom of that lineup. Eventually, the top of that lineup's going to hit. I don't think it's going to be here in this one. It's just going to be hard to see, especially early in this game. So you're going to get limited at-bats late. But it's going to be if they open that thing up in the World Series when it's all night games, it could be, the Dodgers could win their second in a row, especially if Blake Snell continues to pitch like he does and they get 75% of that effort from Yamamoto. With those 2 starters, they're going to be almost impossible to beat because they're going to start 4 games out of a 7-game set, and you're not going to be able to beat it. You're just not. I mean, if they pitch that well. Now, opposing teams have got to hope those guys don't continue that stretch, right? Don't continue that stretch at all. So, going to be interesting to see what happens here in Game 3. Like I said, I don't think we'll see much early as it's so hard to hit, between sunlight and shadows. But later on, interesting to see once we get to the bullpens what exactly is going to take place late in that game. All right, by the way, Lions currently in that one. Dodgers like minus 200. Total set 7.5. Brewers still can't figure out what they're going to do pitching-wise. I'm okay with the Brewers having they have a really good bullpen with the last swing and miss stuff. If they just want to say bullpen game, go for it. But otherwise, let's throw Mizrowski out there and let's get the program started in that one. All right, let's get on to the late game. Toronto and the Mariners. Luis Castillo, Max Scherzer, 8:30 Eastern time. Wow. I did not think the Blue Jays had here's the thing. So the Mariners still scored 4. I think that's really important in this particular game or this series. They still scored 4 runs. So you got to feel pretty good about that if you're the Mariners. Now, giving up 13, giving up a bowl of runs is one thing, but they still scored 4. So the magic formula is for the Mariners is to score 4 runs, but they've got to keep the Blue Jays under that. Blue Jays hit a lot of homers. Now they're down. Now it's a 2-1 series. Toronto still desperately needs another road game in order to, I think, get this thing done. They have a good chance here in Game 4. Here's what we're worried about in Game 4 for the Blue Jays. Max Scherzer did not pitch in the previous series, wasn't even on the roster. His first inning is normally his worst inning. He has not been done. This is not Max Scherzer from 6-7 years ago, right? This is the older, I hope I get you 5 innings of Max Scherzer. But he normally struggles in the first. Castillo's been known to struggle in the first as well. So the question is do the managers have the patience to ride this thing out a little bit and let those starters get through it, hopefully not down too many runs, right? So I'll be really honest with you. Everything in my head says under, but after watching yesterday, my head's kind of exploded. The Blue Jays offense was spectacular. George Springer continues to do things. Vlad Guerrero continues to be great. They've got a lot of stuff going on, the Blue Jays do. They can't pitch worth a shit. They just cannot. So if you think the Blue Jays are going to win, you might as well go ahead and play the over as well because they're not winning an under game unless it's 6-1 or something to that effect. But if the Mariners can continue to score 4, they will end up winning this series. The question is can their offense continuously do it? Let's give you the plays here in that Blue Jays and Mariners game. Blue Jays plus 1.5. Springer, 2+ hit run RBI. Clement, 2+ hit run RBI. Clement for 1+ run. Schneider, 1+ walk. Was a lot bigger plus money yesterday on Wednesday. Vlad, 2+ hit run RBI. Vlad, 1+ single. He's hit one, I think, in 5 or 6 straight games. Scherzer, 4+ hits allowed. Scherzer, 12+ outs. And Blue Jays, Mariners, yes, run first inning or over a half a run first inning, whichever way you're scoring it at home. I think there will be something in the first. The question is do they get even further? How long do those starters go? Scherzer, like I said, tends to give something up in the first. Castillo's been known to do it as well. All right, that's a rundown of the baseball for October 16th. All of our shows here on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. If you like great trends, bets, where the money's coming in on the books, odd shop, multiple books from one spot, and get the best price for your bet, you can do the Outlier 7-day free trial in the comment section. As well, YouTube channel page. Also, private Discord channel available. Same 2 spots, comment section or in the YouTube channel page. Make sure you check that out there. Join a couple 100+ members who love doing the same thing you do. Sports wagering, get all of our plays early, get our unit sizes on everything that we're playing. You're going to get college football, NFL football, Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, college basketball. Also, you get some bonus material on the Discord as well, including Formula One that we've got. They're back at it again this week in Austin, Texas. So you get a lot of stuff at that Discord. And occasionally we'll put out some bonus parlays as well. Even though we're a straight wager type of show, we'll still, you can always put all of any of our straight wagers together for a parlay, but we'll also throw a fun one out there once in a while as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.